What if you had so many feet that you didn't know which one to move first? That's what happened to Tito, a centipede with over 100 little feet, and no clear decisions. Tito was kind, curious, and very restless, but every time he wanted to do something, his feet couldn't agree. Some wanted to go north, others south. When he heard a melody, some feet wanted to dance, but others got tangled up in fear. I can't live like this, thought a frustrated Tito. One day he decided to visit the Wise Snail, famous for moving slowly but with purpose. Maybe he would know how to decide which way to walk. You must listen to your heart, not your feet, said the snail in a calm voice. They only follow what you feel, not what you think. Tito went back home reflecting, but he still didn't know how to silence the clamor of so many steps inside him. Every day brought new confusion. One morning, he saw a butterfly trapped in a spiderweb. All his feet reacted differently. Some wanted to run, others to help. He didn't know what to do. But something was different. This time, he didn't think. He simply acted. He ran without thinking, using all his feet for one purpose: to free the butterfly. Gently, he cut the web with a sharp little stone. The butterfly flew away, and for the first time, all his feet clapped at the same time. "Thank you, Tito," said the butterfly. No one had ever used so many feet to do something so beautiful. From that day on, Tito started moving with more determination. He no longer tried to please every step, only what his heart told him. Sometimes he stumbled, of course, but even in the falls, he learned something. He discovered the problem wasn't his feet, but his fear of choosing. He began to walk through the forest with no fixed path, simply following what sparked his curiosity, and what adventures he lived. He met a cricket who made music with dry leaves. His feet danced without arguing. It was as if they finally spoke the same language. Then he helped a blind ant find her way back to the anthill. Every step was an act of guidance and patience. One night, while sleeping under a banana leaf, he dreamed he was a melody. Each foot was a note, and together they made a joyful song. When he woke up, he felt different, more united, as if suddenly, all his feet were part of one single Tito, not 100 different ones. But not everything was easy. One day, a beetle offered him a map that promised to lead to the perfect path, a route to never make mistakes. Tito hesitated. What if it was real? What if he would finally stop stumbling? All his feet grew restless again. Some wanted to go, others not. He remembered the wise snail and closed his eyes. He listened to his heart. It didn't beat for the map, but for the freedom to choose each step. He thanked the beetle, folded the map, and kept it as a keepsake. He didn't need a perfect path, just to keep creating his own. Days later, he saw a smaller centipede crying. "I don't know how to walk right," he said. "My feet confuse me." Tito smiled. "You don't need to understand them all. Just let one take the first step, the others will learn to follow." The little one hugged him, and his feet coordinated for the first time. "It works," he shouted happily as he trotted through the leaves. And so, Tito unknowingly became a teacher, not for having all the answers, but for having learned to move with his soul. One day he decided he wanted to see the sunrise from the top of the great rock. It was steep and hard, but his feet didn't hesitate for a second. He arrived just as the sun was rising. All his steps stood still, in silence, admiring the sky painted in orange and gold. In that moment, he understood that every step he had taken, even the clumsy ones, had brought him there. All were part of the music of his life. From then on, every morning he took a new step, without fear of mistake, because he had discovered it's not about having all your feet in order. It's about taking a sincere step, even if it trembles, even if it hesitates, even if it tangles, as long as it's yours and comes from within. Moral: it doesn't matter how many options you have. What matters is that each step brings you closer to what you feel, not to what others expect. Subscribe and hit the bell for more magical stories that will take you to incredible worlds.